Alright. I saw Sam over here. Obviously he's gone now. But I was wondering if maybe he or Cora? Is that the name of his daughter? Have anything to say about the new child edition? But of course, finding people here is a challenge.
I know everyone's excited by the artifacts, but we need to be as objective as possible and be aware of possible negative effects.
You have anything to say?
It's been quieter around here ever since Vladimir went to live on the Eye full time.
Are you coping okay?
I don't know. Are any of us? I was able to focus on the memorial, but now that's over. And I'm just left... lost. How do we get here? From a harmless scientific anomaly to being hunted. What do we do?
Keep going forward. All we can do is put one foot in front of the other, yep. We make the Starborn regret crossing Constellation. None of us are alone in this, we're in it together. Keep putting one foot in front of the other.
I can try. I guess that's all any of us can do. But it's gonna be hard. At least for now.
Any thoughts on the Starborn?
You mean what could be the biggest discovery in the history of humanity? Yeah, I've got some thoughts. Scans are still inconclusive, but I think we've seen enough to know that we're dealing with something potentially even more unusual than the artifacts. There are so many questions beyond just who are they? How did they find you? How do they know about the artifacts? Why has no one ever seen them before?
Yep, a lot of good questions. Don't worry, we'll get answers, never a dull moment. It's okay to be worried. Don't worry, we'll get the answers.
They'd openly threaten you, as I understand it. I'd say that's something to worry about. It was one thing when this was just about us investigating the artifacts. A weird phenomenon that didn't come with creepy threats or questions about aliens or whatever it is that's going on now. I know we'll figure it all out in the end. It's just kind of a lot right now.
Yep.
Stay safe, okay?
Alright. Oh, I heard Cora talking to her dad somewhere.
I hope Katri isn't sending you on some fool's errand.
Doesn't sound like they're down here. So they must be upstairs. Yeah, not seeing them down here. But I'm getting dialogue from them.
My wife and I have something of an understanding. Apparently, I become rather cranky when I'm not able to participate in Constellation's little adventures. My wife is there.
Come on, where are you guys? Been like all over. I heard you, so you're in here somewhere. I don't know, I might just give up. It'd be cool if they had dialogue, but I don't even know if they do. It's taking a bunch of time searching for people that are hiding, who may not even have anything to say. Whatever. Unless they're hiding out here. No. So I'm just going to move on. So you want to go to a war memorial. And then I still need to figure out where my parents' apartment is so that I can visit them. Because I certainly don't remember.
I've met so many interesting people.
But it's cool that, because it was just a background option I chose in character creation, that I have parents. So it's cool that they do periodically pop up wanting to talk. Okay. We've got a bunch of names surrounding this. Surely it's not everyone who died. Okay. Well, I'm here. Oh, there you are. Okay.
Look at this. All these people. Their entire lives distilled down to names on a memorial. I wonder how close I came to being reduced to just a name.
You should be proud of everything you've accomplished since the war. I think you're being too hard on yourself. Being remembered by name is better than being completely forgotten. True, but you've accomplished a lot since the war.
I am proud. I was simply too foolish to realize it until you changed my perspective.
I'm only doing what I think is best for you, Sarah. I just want you to be happy, Sarah. You deserve it. Flirt. I only say these things because I care about you, Sarah. I want you to be happy. You deserve it.
What? You're absolutely right. I do. Which is why we really need to talk about our friendship and where things are at with us. Just let me have another moment here, and then we can head over to the waterfall, so we can talk in private.
Okay. I'm still stuck in conversation mode.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
Let's go.
Wasn't sure if I was supposed to quit out of the conversation. So is this a new memorial that was just created? Because that'd be really fast. Memory of brave service members of United Colonies. Colony War. These 30 represent the more than 30,000 who fought and died. Okay, so yeah, this isn't specifically about the Dauntless. These are 30 names to represent the 30,000. I don't know why these 30 were the lucky chosen. Alright, you want to go to the waterfall, and the waterfall is not... No, it might be that memorial. So we're just getting back
Next time,
on the transit.
use your jetpack.
I do what I want. It didn't really do much damage. Spaceport. All right. Where are we going? Waterfall is that way? How do I get there? I guess I'll just try and go around and see if I can find somewhere that goes that direction. Huh. Told me to go here, but I don't know. Retrieve Barrett's belongings. Residential district, the lodge, mast. I don't even know how I would get over there. Okay, so it's near... Maybe if we go to our ship, there'll be a way to get closer. So currently, I'm just seeing buildings blocking that route. But this is the direction towards the ship. So maybe from here, there's a way around. I wouldn't think so, though. And there's a door there. Maybe it goes to somewhere. Could just try and hack my way through. Surely this isn't where I'm supposed to be going. So how do I get there? Because it looks like it's part of this like upper big building complex thing. Nope. Okay. So we go on top of the buildings and see if that makes things make more sense, but no. Yeah. How do I get over here? Because it's like outside of the city. At least from what I can tell. I mean, maybe we can jump over the transit? And I've just never tried? Okay. No, this... I've never tried going back here, but... Apparently you can get back here, so... Up there. Well, I can see what she means by it's out of the way. Huh. That looks super dangerous. But it's up there. So how does one get up there? 'Cause I doubt my jump jets can actually get me up there. Okay. This is definitely the intended route, for sure. I'm sure when I'm on here, it'll make sense how I was supposed to get here. Because, yeah, I don't think I've been here before, so I'm not sure how this connects to everything. Alright. Whenever you get over here, Sarah. You're taking your time. I guess I will explore a bit more and just see... Okay, so this is just a dead end over here. I assume she's going to want to come all the way over here. She'll get here eventually. All right, what's up?
It's lovely here, isn't it? I've been from one end of the settled systems to the other. But this place, this exact spot, there's nowhere else like it in the galaxy.
Absolutely beautiful. I couldn't agree more. It's the perfect place to share with someone you care about, What is it about this spot that makes it so special?
I don't know. I'm not sure I can explain it. Maybe it's the strange way that the art, technology, and nature fuse together, or maybe it's because it feels like home. Whatever it is, I definitely feel more comfortable here than anywhere else I've ever been.
It is beautiful.
I knew you'd appreciate it. I usually come up here to mull over some of the heated debates we have at Constellation. You'd be surprised how many decisions I've made on this very spot.
Seems like an ideal place to focus. I'm sure everything worked out for the best. I feel like you're stalling for time here. Seems like an ideal place to focus.
That's actually why I asked you to meet me up here. I was hoping we could talk about something very important.
Oh, but nothing seriously wrong. You can tell me whatever's on your mind. I'm here for you, Sarah. Trying to pull one over on me, eh? You can tell me what's on your mind.
Good, because I have a lot to say. It's about my return to Cassiopeia. What we learned about Sona has been constantly replaying in my mind. Maybe it sounds crazy, but that young girl's isolation feels like a reflection of my own life.
But you're not alone, you have me. Both of you have been through a lot. You're underestimating yourself. You equate Sona's situation to your own. Both of you have been through a lot.
Don't get me wrong. Compared to Sona, I've had it easy. I've spent my life surrounded by all sorts of people. Constellation, the Navigator Corps. Hell, even the UC military. Despite that, no matter how hard I've tried to make them a part of my life, they tend to drift away and disappear.
None of that is your fault. It's just bad luck, that's all. Dealing with the unpredictability of people can be a challenge. None of that is your fault.
Are you sure? For all we know, it's in my nature to keep people at arm's length. Or worse, push them away.
Forget the past, focus on what you have right now. You deserve to be with someone who understands your feelings. All I see is someone who's lost and needs help finding their way. Forget the past, focus on what you have right now.
Right now? Are you talking about Constellation? Or what exactly are you saying?
So, I get to choose friendship or romance. No matter what happens, we'll always be close friends. I'm saying I love you, Sarah, now and forever. I don't know, I haven't really gone down the romance path in this game. Not sure who I would want to romance. It's a little weird to me, age-wise, because I don't know how old our character is supposed to be, but in my mind I didn't picture them being terribly old. Granted, she's not terribly old, but you know, mid-20s, maybe 30s for our character, versus she is...
You okay?
She was fighting in a war 20 years ago, and I don't know what her... and was a commander at that point. So she's probably 40s, maybe 50. There's probably an official answer of how old she is, but I don't know. But why not? I haven't chosen anyone else for a romance. I'm saying I love you, Sarah, now and forever.
Sorry, I just need a moment to gather my thoughts. I know you want to have a serious relationship. You want to become close. So, if you're willing to take that leap of faith with someone like me, then I'm ready to do the same.
I've been more than willing for a long time. Friendship. This is going too fast. I think we should remain good friends for now. Are you sure a romantic relationship is what you want?
I can't imagine being in love with anyone else. So, if you're willing to make the leap, I'm ready to do the same.
Sure. I've been more than willing for a long time.
You're something truly special. You know that? You've helped me conquer my self-doubt, my confidence, hell, everything. For the first time in my life, I feel complete. And with you by my side, I'm convinced that feeling will last forever. You're the best thing that's happened to me in my life. I love you. Always. In a few moments, there's something I'd like to discuss.
Okay.
I received a message from my mother a few days ago. She's returned from another one of her sightseeing cruises.
I wasn't aware your mother was still alive. Well, this is a surprise. Afraid I'd be an embarrassment to the family or something. Sightseeing cruise.
Yeah, you know, one of those luxury liner journeys that shows off binary stars, gas nebulas, asteroid fields. Pretty photogenic stuff.
Does sound cool.
Apparently, it's my mother's new favorite pastime.
I wasn't aware that your mother was still alive.
Oh, of course. I'm sorry. We never discussed this, did we? The thing is, my mother and I don't talk very much. We're not estranged or anything of the sort. We're just far apart.
It's a shame. Family's important. I understand. Makes sense. Family life can slow you down. It's a shame. Family's important.
Sure. When you're younger. But as soon as you get older and they begin controlling your life, that's when you need to strike out on your own.
I'm sure your parents meant well. We can drop the subject if you like. What you call control, others would call guidance. No, it's the case of a lot of parents that they struggle when their children become adults themselves, trying to figure out how they still fit into that environment. I'm sure your parents meant well.
Oh, I'm certain they felt they were doing the right thing. You see, both of my parents were diplomats working under the flag of the UC Administrative Division. After I completed my basic education, they signed me up for a one-year apprenticeship in their department, without bothering to ask.
Oh. Sounds like they wanted you to follow in their footsteps. You could have simply refused. You had no say in the matter whatsoever. What's the administrative division?
It's the governmental arm of the United Colonies. You know, the politicians, the diplomats, the ambassadors. Imagine having to spend most of your career hovering behind a desk.
Huh.
Can't even fathom anything more boring.
I work in a cubicle, so I get it. Sounds like they wanted you to follow in their footsteps. You had no say in the matter whatsoever.
Look, I was 18 years old, fresh out of school, and I idolized my parents. I trusted them. I'm certain they felt they were doing what was best for their daughter. Who was I to argue?
Yeah, but you would think after 18 years, if you've shown to be the kind of person who wants to go out and explore and wouldn't want to be behind a desk, your parents would have figured that out. Sounds like they wanted you to follow in their footsteps, though.
Wanted isn't the right word. Demanded would be more appropriate.
That's a problem.
For my apprenticeship, I was sent to Sidonia. My job consisted of drafting political policies and arbitrating trade disputes. The silver lining of the job was that it allowed me to spend time exploring every square inch of Mars.
So that's where you were bitten by the exploration bug. Can't imagine a more dull apprenticeship. Why was exploring Mars so fulfilling? So if she hadn't realized that she was so into exploration at the time, then potentially her parents didn't know either. And then you can't blame the parents for trying to do what they thought was best. If she had shown from an early age a love of exploring, then it's a different position. Why was exploring Mars so fulfilling?
You have to understand, this was my first time I was alone on another world. Now, don't get me wrong. Jemison is an amazing place, but for me, it was the old neighborhood. Mars was like a frontier. Oh, I spent every waking moment I could exploring the planet.
It's amusing me that Mars was the new frontier because realistically, Mars would have been the first frontier we would have gone to from Earth. Not the first. We went to Luna, the moon first. Potentially other places in the solar system. But Mars is old. Getting to Alpha Centauri, that's the new frontier. Yeah, so that's when you were bitten by the exploration bug.
I was swallowed by it. Months before the apprenticeship ended, I dumped my diplomatic certification and joined the UC Navy. Of course, my parents didn't approve. We had a huge argument that resulted in all ties being severed between us.
Must have been a difficult time in your life. Good you were better off without them? No. It took a lot of guts to do something like that. That's fair. Must have been a difficult time in your life. I also like the took a lot of guts, but must have been difficult.
Well, that wasn't the worst of it. You see, my father was killed during the opening shots of the Colony War. I returned to Jemison for the funeral and reunited with my mother. After that, we vowed to stay in touch.
Sorry to hear about your father. As if you hadn't had a difficult enough life. You should have told me this long ago. No, I don't need to pry into her life. How exactly did your father die?
After the Freestar Collective started farming Vesta, and the UC pushed back, my father was one of the many diplomats sent in to arbitrate. After the talks broke down, war broke out on Vesta, and all of the UC diplomats were evacuated from Freestar space. Unfortunately, my father's transport was caught in the crossfire.
So they shot down a diplomat transport? That's bad. Sorry to hear about your father.
Aren't you sweet? Always concerned with how I'm feeling. That's why I fell in love with you. Your smile, your caring. It brightens even my darkest days. Listen, I'm going to be completely upfront with you. All this talk of family, it makes me wonder where our own relationship stands.
Our relationship has been going on for like 2 seconds. I'd like to spend our future together forever. Commitment. I'll always be madly in love with you, Sarah. Why? What's the worry? Probably will go with commitment. Don't see a need to flirt with everyone. I'm not that kind of person. But let's ask the question, what's the worry first? Hopefully I can then do the commitment after.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I regret the family life I left behind when I took off for the stars. If there was ever a chance for something like that between us, I wouldn't want to miss the opportunity. I love you too much to allow that to happen. That's why I asked about our future and where we stand.
Okay. I'd like to spend our future together forever.
You mean that? You'd do that? For me? I've been dreaming about this moment and still... I don't know what to say.
How about yes? You don't need to say anything. Just promise me that our love will last forever. How about yes?
Yes. Yes. Of course. Yes. I just need a little time to think about the ceremony. I have some thoughts about how we should move forward. You know, I used to dream about finding the love of my life. And here you are. All I ever needed was you, right here beside me.
So you just need to find a superhero with superpowers. Alright. So I guess that quest line is all done now? Yeah. So... main mission we can continue with. I don't want to do another faction right away. We've done too many of them too recently. So yeah, we have activities. Or the main mission. I'm gonna do a quick Google on my phone of where our parents live in Starfield? Because I don't remember. Alpha Centauri system, Jemison. They live in the Pioneer Tower in the residential district. Pioneer Tower. Simple enough. I also want to see where this connects, because I don't know how you're supposed to get up here. Okay, so we've got a little balcony here that apparently everyone wants to hang out at. And an elevator, maybe? Yeah, okay. So where is this elevator at? Oh, okay. I definitely wandered here and then said, okay, it's a dead end, and I left, not realizing there was an elevator here that would take me up to the waterfall. Okay. Makes sense. Let's get to the transit and get to the residential district. And Pioneer Tower. And see what our dad said I need to rush there right away. Which, obviously, I didn't rush there right away.